Hi, welcome to Cooking with Marijuana. It's Matt, your host. Today we're going to be making a recipe called cross-eyed monkey bread. Okay, now what that is banana nut bread with chocolate chips made with cannabis butter. Okay, here are the ingredients you're going to need. A half a cup or 1 stick of Cannabutter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, 3 bananas or overripe bananas, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Optionally, you can also add a half a cup of chopped walnuts or a half a cup of chocolate chips. Now the first step is going to be to preheat your oven to 325 degrees, then grease or spray a 9x5 bread pan. Now we're going to cream together the Cannabutter and the sugar until it's nice, creamy, and fluffy. Once you have that creamed together well, you're going to add the eggs one at a time. Be sure you scrape down the sides of your bowl. And mix well after each egg addition. Second egg. Mix. Now we're going to want to get this nice and fluffy, so go ahead and scrape this down one last time. For this last mix, we want to make sure we get it nice and fluffy. Now setting aside the mixture with Cannabutter, the next step is going to be to add the bananas, the ripe bananas, into a separate bowl. And then we're going to use a fork or a masher. I'm going to use a big spoon here. And we're going to mash these bananas. You're really just going to mash them up into their pulp. Whatever means you use to mash these up is up to you, but just mash them and continue mashing them into their pulp. And once you've got the bananas nice and blended, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of milk, now I'm just going to mix that together. Now we've set aside our banana mixture, and our next step is going to be to add our dry ingredients. For that, we're going to take our 2 cups of flour, we're going to add a teaspoon each, baking soda, baking powder, ground cinnamon, and salt. Now those ingredients are in there, you're just going to whisk them all together. Now we're going to combine all of our ingredients together, and we're going to do that in this order. We're going to put the banana mixture inside of the butter mixture. Mix that. Once you have that mixed together thoroughly, we're going to pour that into the dry mixture. And as always, when dealing with Cannabutter, make sure that you scrape the bowl very good and get everything out of there. No waste. Now, before moving on, go ahead and dump in your chocolate chips if you're going to use them, and your walnuts if you want to use them, or whatever kind of nuts you might want to use. Again, those two are optional, but that's why I call it cross-eyed monkey bread. Okay, now this step is important. We're going to incorporate this flour and wet mixture and dry ingredients together, but you only want to mix it just until the flour disappears. So we're just going to stir this just long enough until it's mixed and all the dry is gone. That's important. Now we're all blended up nicely, just until the dry has disappeared and has been incorporated. And now remember that 9x5 pan that we greased that before? It's time to use that. We're going to drop this whole ton of batter right into the bowl, into this pan. Now, it's time to put this in the oven. Now our oven has been preheated to 325 degrees. This is going to go right in the middle oven rack. It's going to cook for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. We'll be back in a little while to check on that. It's about time to smoke a bowl, I think. Okay, it's been about an hour now, a little over, and our banana bread appears to be done. Just want to verify by sticking a knife in the center. Okay, yeah, that has come out clean. And it's ready to let this sit for about 15 minutes and cool, and after 15 minutes we're going to turn it out onto our wire rack. Once the banana bread has had a chance to cool in the pan for a few minutes, you can then invert it onto a wire rack to remain cooling. You want to let this cool for about an hour before you try to cut it. Alright, thanks for watching Cooking with Marijuana. This is Matt, your host. This has been How to Cook Cross-Eyed Monkey Bread. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Make a suggestion about something that you would like to see. Subscribe to Rough House Studios, hit the like button, and have a great day.